Durham. I have fond memories from here, I gotta say. Uh, and I am so, so grateful to be here. Happy Valentine's Day. All of you in this big love bubble that we're having right now. I am so grateful to be here, and I am so grateful to be a surrogate for Senator Bernie Sanders because, thank you, it's given me an opportunity to travel around, and to really get to know our country in a way that I haven't since the last primary, and things have changed since then. Everybody's in their bubble, right? I'm from New York. Wow, okay, I'll take that. I was born in New York. I raised my kids in New York. I have a weird job and travel around sometimes and whatever. But I've been able to go now, and I was in Iowa, I was in New Hampshire, I'm here. Thank you. And, what's going on in this country is really scary. Really scary. I mean, it is falling apart. If you're not in the 1%, you really have a lot of problems. People are falling through the cracks with no healthcare system. Who knew New Hampshire was the epicenter of the opiate crisis? And Bernie did, that's right, Bernie did. Talking to teachers, sitting down with teachers who are trying to teach our kids, and they've got to take 2 other jobs. They're underfunded, they're overworked, their hearts are breaking because they're worn out. How many people are in jail for marijuana? These lifelong, too many. We've got water problems everywhere in Iowa, glyphosate, thank you Monsanto, and these agri-farms. We've got problems here too. We've got the Teflon plants that are in New Hampshire that have put chemicals into water that'll never go away. I mean, all of these things you don't hear about on mainstream media. You have to go out and you have to talk to people and you have to listen, and that's what Senator Sanders has been doing. Now, yes, I'm choosing to be hopeful because we do not have the luxury of being despondent. And I wanted to just read something from Leonard Cohen, just a quick little thing. Thank you. Ring the bells that still can ring. Forget your perfect offering. There is a crack in everything, and that is how the light gets in. So we have these cracks, and we're going to get ready for a reboot. We're going to get ready to really have a democracy. We are going to make sure that the light has come in and is going to shine a light on everything that's going on in this country. And we have a man, this is the moment that is not going to happen again. We are not going to have this kind of a clean candidate that hasn't taken any dirty money again for a very long time. Bernie takes our money. He works for us. He is our guy, and now we have to work for him. We know he will fight for us. You are the power. This is going to change from the bottom up. Our purpose is to harness love and implement the demands of justice. And we will do this from the bottom up. We are not going to wait for anybody at the top. It doesn't matter how many millions or billions they can throw around. Bernie has the people's money. Bernie has the people, and he is with us and fight for us when no one else will. I was in a crowd in October in Queens, where I was actually born in New York, and of 27,000 people. Sunny day under the bridge, yep, another New Yorker was there. Gorgeous day and high-powered, Senator Turner, Michael Moore, AOC, everybody speaking, and Bernie got up. The crowd was under the bridge. It was all over. You couldn't see. They were in the streets for blocks and blocks and blocks because the park wouldn't hold. And at the end of his speech, he said, I want you to look out, and I want you to find in this crowd someone that you don't know, a stranger, who doesn't look like you, maybe doesn't pray like you, who maybe is a different color, and I want you to tell me that you will fight for them as hard as you'll fight for yourself. That was such a powerful moment, such a moving moment, because at that point, everything that this campaign is about coalesced. Everything that it was about came down to just that moment, and that's what we are going to do, and that's why we are going to win. You know, there was an interviewer who asked Trump and Bernie, how would they like to be remembered in one word as President of the United States? Trump said, victory. Bernie said, compassion. And I would add consistent to that word, too. I would add the word consistent, because he has been fighting for these things. He's been fighting and identifying climate catastrophe since the 80s. And do you remember during the last debate when asked on the stage, everyone was asked on the stage what they considered the biggest threat to the American people, and he said climate, and everybody laughed? Not us. Not us. And how about when he ran head first and embraced the Green New Deal when everybody else was like, these kids, get them out of the office. Oh, eyeballs rolling. And now look what has happened with the Green New Deal. The same thing that has happened with the $15 minimum wage and Medicare for all. This man has put those things on the debate stage in a way that everybody had to deal with them. So he has already made a change. He's the only candidate that is for real systemic change, not little itsy bitsy, we'll do it in 2 years, will incrementally nothing change. He means real systemic change. And we are in an emergency, and that is what we need now. And for those who lack the will, the fight, the interest to get it done and say that it's impossible, I just want to give you one more quote from Muhammad Ali, the great Muhammad Ali. He said, impossible is just a big word thrown around by small men who find it easier to live in the world they've been given than to explore the power they have to change it. Impossible is not a fact. Impossible is an opinion. Impossible is not a declaration. It is a dare. Impossible is potential. Impossible is temporary. Impossible is nothing, and we are going to take that dare, and we are going to make it happen. It is happening now. You are going to make it happen. We are going to make this happen together, and Bernie Sanders is going to be the next president of the United States, and we will enter the White House with him. And now, thank you very much. It is my pleasure to introduce a woman who I love, who I admire, and who is the engine, who is the driving force, who is a rock star. Senator Nina Turner.